it was so worth it, my friend.
Sure. And like you're saying, that career or the money, it doesn't plug the hole that's in the middle of you. It won't fill that hole.
That's right. What a great way to say that. What a great way to say. And I had a big hole, my friend. And that hole looked like it was insecurity. It was fear. I didn't feel like I was worthy. I wasn't living in my values. I was lying, and everything was just, including myself, was just in devastation around me. And I knew I had to change, or otherwise I was just going to disintegrate. And so, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and there was potential there that you're now able to live up to that potential that otherwise, had you not had that light bulb moment, that wouldn't have existed.
Totally. And we all have the potential too, don't we? We all have it.
Yeah. Otherwise we wouldn't be here. Right. We're not, we'd just be wasting air and space. So, we have a purpose for being here. There is potential. What would you say
What's
is
the slogan of the Paralympics, by the way? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Real quickly related to that. I think the slogan of the Paralympics is, what's your excuse? And I think that's just gorgeous. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. What's your excuse? Because we're out here doing it, but what's yours? So anyway, I just think that's beautiful how they say that. But let's go back to your question. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. What would you say your greatest character strength is that you discovered?
Oh, that's a great question. I think my greatest character strength is compassion, being able to really be present when I listen, but compassionate listening. And I don't come from a place of judgment. I don't come from a place of better than or less than. I just come from a place of when I'm talking to someone, I'm 100% present. I'm listening. I think we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And I think if we did a whole lot more listening and really being present, not trying to figure out what I want to say or be clever, not thinking about my next meeting or all the stuff I got going on in my life or regretting the past, just being completely present with a human being, coming from a place of empathy, compassion, trying to see where they're coming from in life and their point of view. I think that's one of my greatest superpowers. I really do.
That's huge. Well put. The flip side of that coin, probably the question you don't want to hear. What's your greatest weakness, though?
Self-love, self-belief. Even after 8 years of doing this hard work, I come from a world of scarcity and fear. I don't want to go too deep into this, but we all have a story of our lives. We all have regrets. We've all had things done to us. Mm-hmm. And I think I was taught at a very early age not to believe, respect, or love myself. And that manifested itself in a lot of ways. And even here I am at 44, I'm 8 years into this journey, and I spend an hour or two a day working on myself. But it's all my ultimate goal of peace is unconditional self-love and self-belief in everything I do. And when those two ghosts or demons or squirrels get in my head, I call it the Tommy go round. Yeah. When those get in there, they are so destructive. But that's why I spend an hour or two a day on emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical well-being, so that when those things come up, I can see them, I can thank them. I know they served me in the past, but say, nope, you have no more power over me. But I would say those two things rear their heads for all of us, especially me, even to this day.
Okay. Just kind of a curiosity thing. You were mentioning the hour or two a day that you put into that. Is that something you do at the very beginning of your day, that you start your day with that before anything else?
For me, I love my mornings, and I am really, really dogmatic about not scheduling things in my me time. And so I do it first thing when I get up, and there's readings that I do, there's prayers that I do, there's meditation that I do, there's exercises that I do, and there's writings that I do, and all working on me so that I can go serve my clients, my wife, my community, and be the best business and human that I can be. But yeah, it's every morning, and some people are night people. So whatever your thing is, just make time, even start with 30 minutes a day, but you got to invest in yourself. And so that's why I do this work.
Yep.
I don't just do it for my clients. I also do it for me. So that's the truth.
Yeah, and you have to start with yourself first. Otherwise, you don't have that for everybody else. And I love that you start your day with that, because it sets the stage so much. When you set the stage for success and excellence, then everything that comes after that can be nothing but success and excellence. You've already set the course. You've already set the course. and everything that's going to come from that. You planted the seeds, you've watered it, you fertilized it, and the fruit that's going to come off of it is going to be exactly what you have put into it.
100%. 100%. I couldn't have said that better myself.
So when you're doing brainstorming, some people have that special place that they go to. What kind of environment do you go to for your brainstorming?
So this is something, there's two things that I do. For me, I have to make sure that I don't have, I walk, and B, I sit in silence. So every time I'm walking, I have what I call an innovation walk, or some people call it a brainstorming walk. And I also have innovation time. So at least start small, because it's harder than you think. I usually do my thinking. I got to make sure there's no music, no phone, no internet, and so find a quiet place. And I have that. Mine is my backyard. And the second thing is I can do it when I walk, and I have a nice walking trail right next to where I live. And so if it's something I'm working on in business or family or life, and all of those things, I usually pick one topic, and I spend between 15 minutes to 30 minutes just thinking about that topic, and whatever comes up, I write down. And so that's how I do what I call my innovation time. But sometimes it doesn't come, and you just got to let it go. But when it does come, you stop everything and start getting those notes down, because that'll just help you grow as well. So I do believe you have to schedule your brainstorming place and time. And it's remarkable. It's consistent too. Have something near you when you shower, because it's insane what comes to you when you're in a shower. I don't know what it is, and it seems to be a lot of my clients have those aha moments too. Just have something around you so you don't forget it, because it's usually awesome. And I don't know why we as humans have these brains that, when we're cleaning ourselves. I don't know, but it works. So have something near you.
Yeah, they do make writing surfaces that you can put in the shower, I believe, that just hang it up there and pull out that grease pencil, and you can write in the shower.
Go with it, man. It's remarkable to me how many things can come to you. But it's also a place where you can practice presence as well. That's an easy place to practice just being here right now. Thank you for the water. Thank you for the gift of cleansing. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in the shower to get present. And I think presence is something we're lacking in society right now.
Yeah. And that goes back to that gratitude you were talking about earlier is, so many people don't have the things, the luxuries, the creature comforts that we have. And, it's so important to be grateful for that, because so many people don't have it.
There's an unbelievable movie called Happy. It's a short documentary that they take a real deep dive into that, and it's beautiful. And I recommend it for everyone. And it seems like some of the happiest people in the world, it doesn't matter what they have. They could have $1 billion, or they could have zero. And money is important. I'm a money guy, and people who say that money's not important, they're probably broke. But happiness doesn't come from money. Happiness comes from what's inside. And if you're a billionaire and you're happy, you're going to make more lives happy. If you're a billionaire and you're miserable, you're just going to be a bigger, miserable person. So happiness is a choice and a journey.
Yeah, I tell people, the money doesn't buy you happiness. It simply makes you miserable in a nicer neighborhood. So,
that's just true.
You just have to keep everything in context.
But if you're an amazing person, it'll make you more amazing. I mean, if you're the more money you make, and if you come from a place of abundance and love, the service that you can, like him or don't like him, look what Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are doing for this world, and how much they give of money and time and education. I mean, those are people doing it right, and so it's just amazing.
That's true. So at a very high level, if someone, for example, is listening to the program and they wanted to sort of follow in the footsteps that you're doing as far as the life coaching and so forth, how would you describe what you do within your part of it at a high level?
So because of my business background, there's always a business element to what I do. I mean, I've spent 20-something years in high-level financial consulting firms at different levels. And so I always have the ambitious business side to me. But I help people go through a process of honestly rediscovering their brilliance and finding those God-given talents, and help them rediscover that, to use those talents. And there's a process and tools to this, and it's a journeyed process. But to use those talents both in their businesses, their lives, their homes, their relationships, to better themselves and the people around them, which helps, and this is the biggest, to live a life of meaning, significance, and purpose. And if you do those two things, the legacy is going to happen. But there's also tools and systems we can put in place to help you monetize those things and to really take your message out to the world. And if you want to, it depends on what your highest level goals is. So I literally help people live the life they've always wanted to live, because that's what I'm helping myself do. And I do it through non-judgment. There's systems that I take them through. There's tools, there's processes that we go through. But also sometimes I'm just a resource to help people do that brainstorming. They're having that significant relationship or self-belief, or they got a big promotion or I help people with courageous choices. That's what I do. Sure. And help give them that courage and the tools to move through those choices. And so because I've done that so much with myself and I work so hard on myself, and I have coaches that help me to do that. So that's what I do. And so it's interesting. I'm getting asked to also come in now and help. There's this gap between senior level management and the young folks, and help people be a little bit better in leadership, culture, and innovation, and how to bridge that gap between them. It's crazy. I'm getting asked to do that a lot, that's kind of fallen in my lap too. So, but to me, it's all about changing lives. And I think that as ambitious, especially a lot of us men, I don't want to speak for women because I am a man, but a lot of us men, we think we have it all. We've got the beautiful wife or the great job. We're making a lot of money, but there's something missing. I help them find that missing piece. That's what I do. Yeah.
That's a very, very important mission that you have. And I like how you're wording that. So to kind of wind out our time here that we have today, I like to finish up with sort of a trivia question that is there something that you can tell us that most people don't know about you as a person, Tommy?
I don't think a lot of people know that this is the truth. Maybe they do know it, and I'm lying to myself. But I was this alpha male, tough guy nonsense, but I was scared to death. I mean, I was the most insecure, scared, felt unworthy. I mean, I masked it with this armor, right, of suit and tie and powerful, funny, courageous guy. And really, I was scared to death and very insecure. So that's not a really fun answer. Let me see if I've got I think I like animals better than I do people. That might be a good one. It's funny. I think Peanut said it. I think Linus from Peanut said, I love humanity. It's just the humans I have a problem with. And I'm in the human business. And so it's just really, really interesting that I tend to love my dogs more than I do people. So, but yeah, I think what people didn't know about me for so long is that arrogant, egotistical guy who was really this insecure little boy looking to find peace and happiness and self-love, man. And so I think that's what a lot of people don't know about me, because I appeared maybe successful and strong on the side, but on the inside, I was really struggling. And that's me being as transparent, raw as I could, brother.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to end the program today. I thank you for spending time, and you're carving some time out of your schedule, because I know that you're a busy guy, and I appreciate it. And
I love doing this, though. I'm very grateful to you, James, and keep doing it. We need a million more of us. We need a million more James and Tommies and Joes and Sarahs, and keep fighting the good fight, invest in yourself, participate in your own rescue, and make courageous choices, man. And let's all help each other move forward, bring us all back together instead of dividing us. Everything out there is dividing us right now. Let's bring it back. No, not anymore. So that's right.
We can fix that. Well, Tommy, I thank you for coming on the program. And like I say to all of my guests that I bring on here, I'll see you around the bend, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, James.
You too. You've been listening to Legacy Cast. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to come back next time as we speak with more top influencers, industry experts, and business owners from around the world.